got a couple of weird things happen over the weekend. We had the Canadian brokerages all show 102.98 US in their accounts. It was 137 whatever was the Canadian equivalent, and we why such a glitch, right? I don't know what if today it showed the same glitch. Someone said that they contacted the broker. The broker's like, oh well, we're gonna fix that. Could it be a simple gray market happening? Who knows? I think others are pointing out that there's an oil company that had the exact same price on their stock when it closed on Friday. That's weird. Apparently, the space calls got a little out of control. People started like getting really mean with each other. I get it. You guys are bored. You want something to happen. But right now, kind of beyond being able to contact, law enforcement, contact regulators, and contacting your elected representatives, there's not much we can do until something comes from the legal system or some decision maker does something. So there's no need to like turn each other because the thing that you're speculating about is different than something someone else is speculating about. You're both speculating with no concrete answers about anything. So like, chill out, baby. There's no reason, right, Cat? There's no reason. Oops. Meow meow. Do you think the hedgies started faking shares after they saw how easy it was for NASA to fake the moon landings? Them's fighting words. Meow meow. Them's fighting words. We went to the moon, Cat. Don't fear. Okay. Counts as a double. Okay. We're probably not gonna hear any news from Rosa this week. She's on her vacation. Let her enjoy it. She's been planning for a year with her friends for this vacation, so and let her enjoy it. She did her submissions. We're out until next week when she gets back. So that's awesome. And do I have anything else, Kat? I don't remember if there's anything right off the bat that's pertinent, but meow meow again. Hey everyone, what do the moon landings and Easter Bunny and my 14,000 shares of Met have in common? Kitty. He's looking for fighting words today. Looking for fighting words. Okay. Ingrid Scard. Houston, what is your opinion on the increased media scrutiny on predatory short selling lately? Feels like something's ramping up. I think because we're making noise. But by we, I mean like people in this chat, people who are watching this show. There's only 347 of you in here right now. Another, I don't know, 5 to 7,000 will watch this later. But those people are the ones contacting people in the news, contacting elected officials, contacting regulators, contacting law enforcement, and being stinky little buttholes. You guys are making so much noise and complaining so much that it's being forced into the consciousness of folks in the media. Our own William Morgan managed to get Charles Payne in contact with John Berta and Hamilton and Wes Christian, and boom, they just did a whole show today, all because of our beloved William Morgan, who loves to dump news on us. So it's you folks who are kicking ass. I got a call scheduled tomorrow with the business editor of CNN to talk about MMTLP. So we'll be doing that. We need to get it into the consciousness of folks and start when they start seeing it over and over and over on their news feeds and on their TV and in their Google News or whatever. It'll start being more and more into the consciousness of folks, and something will have to get done. Because when you get to a certain level of outrage with enough people, elected officials go, ooh, this is now not worth the $5,000 donation I got from the hedge fund. I might actually have to do something about this. Okay, we will find our $5,000 elsewhere. And that's what it will come down to, is that kind of tenacity. And make lots of noise, be annoying, be relentless, don't shut up. That's what we got to do. Call your broker, call the FINRA, call the SEC, call the FBI, call your elected officials, call the news media, send them messages, leave them voicemails. Just don't stop. And we've been going for what, 40 days now? December 9th. Yeah, about 40 days. We've been making noise, and we really have not relented. So keep being dicks. Good job, everybody. Round of applause. Pat on the back. Scratch the cat's head. Okay. Philly Up Tang, happy 250. Thank you. Fried taters also from Wahoo here. Puts on Alibaba. I mean, Alibaba has had quite the swings recently, hasn't it? And then there was reports that came out yesterday that Ryan Cohen bought a whole bunch, but there's absolutely no filings from his family fund that he did so, Cohen Ventures. So I have no idea if that's true or not. And you know, Ryan Cohen buying a couple $100 million of a company that's worth like 500 billion is not going to be a dent in what Jack Ma does with Alibaba. Ryan Cohen, I bought a couple $100 million in shares. Jack Ma, you do what I say. Jack Ma's gonna be like, I do what China tells me to do. and that is kind of how Jack Ma works. Andrew Stewart, Houston, what are brokers going to do if we don't pay to send our shares to AST? Can they take away our shares? They cannot take away your shares. That would be garbage. I think some of the threats from them wanting to take away shares is they want to get as many registered as possible so that they have an idea of how many shorts they've got to cover or close out. That might be it. I was trying to like game that through in my head. Why Webull would say if you don't register by the 20th, you can't register. There's no time limit on registering your shares. There isn't. It's not like they're going to expire or something. But my guess is that if they're going to do something, if they're going to launch a gray market, they want to get as many real shares out as possible, so that only there's only a few people left in their brokerage that can do the sales. Because if they keep AST out of the gray market, then you just have 165 million people who can't be greedy with us. And I think that might be what they're going for. So if they're going to open up a gray market next week or sometime soon, that's why they want to get as many people out. Ow, you bit me. Don't bite me. As possible. So, Mark Sloan, not all brokers. TD Canada still shows $0. Okay, so not TD America. TD in general. TD America here. TD in Canada. Toronto Dominion. Kith Houston, Canadian broker now requiring trades to settle before cashing. Something is up. Trust has evaporated. They're not certain they're going to get shares, musical chairs. Possibly. I mean, we've always had to wait 2 days to cash out after you sell something, right? I don't know if I don't have a brokerage that lets me cash out. Like, I sold my shares, sweet, I'm out, and then put it in my bank account. That always make you wait like 2 days for the settlement to happen. But was Canada allowing you to just pull your money then and leave it to the broker to be stuck with? Treat for Monkey Butt. I got no treats. I got nothing. I have no treats at the moment for Monkey Butt. She ate them all. Oh, Marcus Wington, $0 in my Scotia account now. Okay. Quiet Quest. Any news in MMTLP? Any truth to Scotia price? We talked about that a little earlier. It looks like it's been rectified back down to 0. So I have no idea what caused them to list a price for it this weekend across so many different brokerages in Canada. None. But there you go. SS Mo Johnson doesn't like me reading legal documents. I'm sorry, my man. It happens. I like that while I was reading the legal documents, there's 472 of you in here. And the minute I stopped, we were down to 205. So Obviously, you guys love it when I read legal briefs to you. Bunch of weirdos. Lap 27, Houston, can we charge our brokers a high amount per share per day until we get our NextBridge hydrocarbons, since we never signed up for any QSIP fake company? How can we do this legally? Well, I wonder if you sue claiming that you've got fake shares in your account, and fake shares represent lending more or less, right? Can you sue for the lost revenue of a share lending program you didn't agree to? I don't have lending turned on. I'm in a cash account. I told them specifically, do not lend my shares. So if it turns out that I've got a bunch of fakes in my account, because when it came, either they purchased shares that didn't exist, or when it came to a closing, because this is a broker to broker clearing situation. When it came to closing these suckers, did I end up buying a fake share, and my broker or something, my broker sold a fake share to somebody else, and had to reach into my account and take out a real share to do that clearing and put a synthetic in there? I didn't agree to that. I did not lend. So why would I have fake shares in my account if I did not lend? And fake shares implies lending. So they should owe me back money for all of the lending I inadvertently did. But we won't know that until FINRA has to give the accounting in Rosa's lawsuit. And that's kind of what we're sitting on there, is we're waiting for the judge to say something about that. Will FINRA have to give this accounting?